Hello Takumi, my name is Nikhil Sharma and today I will be reviewing your informative speech and doing a peer review analysis on it. After listening to your informative speech, I really think that you did a really great job. I also like learning about what a groundskeeper is and what exactly they do. I also have really thought about the profession about like when I watch the NBA game and I see those people who are cleaning and keeping areas clean for athletes and players. Like when they buff out the floor so players don't slip, and making sure that, like you said, keeping the player as a hero because the players wouldn't be able to be here without the groundskeeper, and people underestimate what a groundskeeper is. I also like how you had a clear introduction when speaking about the groundskeeper. I really think that it's a really unique topic, and I think that it's something that not a lot of people really think about or they oversee many times. You were really effective when giving the speech by using good transitions, and you clearly explained the three main points. Now, let me go more in depth about reviewing your speech. Now, your content overall, I really enjoyed listening to it and the way it was organized and explained. You had a clear introduction, a body, and conclusion. I also like how you were able to flow through the speech with a lot of confidence. And what I mean by this is you started with explaining what the groundskeeper is, then moving on to the importance of what a groundskeeper does, and then you moved on to the safety and why they do it, and then you moved on to their salary. I also noticed that you used a visual aid. I personally think that it was not as effective as you were intending it to be, but I think you tried your best with what you had. I would recommend next time you share the PowerPoint in the background while presenting. However, I still do think that this was a really good visual aid because it was showing what a groundskeeper does and it had a graph of the salary. You did use effective language and were adequately explaining your topic. Many times people don't know what a groundskeeper is, and I liked how you just started off with that. Explaining to the audience what a groundskeeper is very important because this is an informative speech, so you need to inform them what a groundskeeper is. And now I truly see the importance of what a groundskeeper is. Networking was your second point. I also do think that networking is very important in present day, that being able to have networks and people that you are able to work with and having that area is able to help you to create more connections with people. I think that this is very important as a groundskeeper because then you can build a connection with players, athletes, and where you talked about when you were talking about an article that this is the best crew that they've seen. And I'm sure that the groundskeeper, they take a very good, like a good feeling inside because after spending so much time cleaning, buffing, or whatever they're doing, they get recognition for what they do, and that's very rare because the thing is that not a lot of people look at you as a crew, they just look at the person who's cleaning up. I also saw that there was a clear preview about what you were going to talk about and a good conclusion and summary. I also liked how you were able to maintain eye contact while being able to use a small amount of movement. I also noticed using the note cards was very beneficial because you were able to look down and, if needed, and skim over and just take a second to just restart. And overall, looking at the speech, your volume was really good. However, one tip that I would suggest is to enunciate your words more. But regardless, you did a good job in the speech. Now, one thing that I was looking at in your conclusion was how you were talking about your main points, and I really enjoyed that. You summarized your first main point, and you summarized your second main point, and then you summarized your third main point. I really think that this was beneficial. And personally, one aspect that I really enjoyed was when you were presenting was the passion and the confidence that you had, and talking about how the safety of the players is there because if the area is not clean and someone slips, someone can get injured. I really like how you were able to take that and really expand upon that. One suggestion that I would, like I said before, is a better way of presenting the visual aid. This is key as the audience will not be able to focus if the visual aid was not clear, and in our case, you had your laptop, which was good. However, it was hard to see in the lighting it was in. So next time, maybe I would suggest lowering the brightness and then keeping it stable. Would be a nice. But overall, I really liked your speech. Thank you, Takumi.